Hello, my name is Carly, and I'm here to talk about conscious consumerism. Are you a conscious consumer? My family and I decided to downsize our home situation, and now we live in a tiny home. We grow and produce some of our own foodstuffs. We use solar panels, and we make informed purchases. These are actual pictures of my home. It's not fancy, but it's cozy and it's comfy. Why does any of this matter? Well, the EPA website, updated just this year, says that industry accounts for about 24% of greenhouse gases. See right down here, about 24%. The commercial and residential emissions account for about 13%. This means that over 1/3 of greenhouse gas emissions are caused by production and consumption. Society needs to become more conscious in its consumption in order to preserve the planet and its future. I'm going to give you an example of a typical winter holiday, explain its effects on the environment, just to give you some perspective, and then I'll give you some ideas on where you can begin your conscious consumer journey. So imagine, if you can, an early morning Christmas scene, a glittering lighted tree, wrapped gifts underneath, winter decorations that in just a few days will go back into their storage boxes for a whole other year. Someone puts a ham or a turkey in the oven, and the family gathers to open a mountain of gifts that have appeared overnight. The family tears into their presents, bows and wrapping paper laying on the floor and floating in the air like snow. Boxes that once held these gifts are piling up into a new mountain of cardboard, along with plastic packaging that no longer displays the objects inside. Trash bags are stuffed with the remnants of the morning, mixed in with the food scraps from the extravagant meal being prepared in the kitchen. All of this waste goes out to the garbage can, maybe 2 or 3 cans this time of year. And it sits, see, like a fortress wall of trash until the collection crews come to haul it away. Ultimately, all of the pretty wrapping papers and bows, plastic packaging and cardboard boxes, and the food scraps, they all end up at the dump, along with all of the other families' holiday waste. And all of this is in addition to everyone's regular amount of waste. I have lived this scene many times in my life. It has always made me feel guilty and wasteful. So I had to ask myself, how can I lessen my waste contribution? Not just around the winter holidays, but every day. Christmas isn't the only time to be conscious of wastefulness or even how the products and services we consume are produced. In my research, I have found that there is a large population of people asking the same questions as me. Some are not only asking, they are also innovating actionable ideas to solve these problems. If we don't all start making changes and asking ourselves the right questions about the items and the services that we consume, the planet and all life upon it will continue to suffer. So, what are some steps that everyone can take to become more aware of and reduce the negative individual and collective impacts that consumerism has on society, the environment, and the economy as a whole? There are so many ways that a person can help alleviate these issues while also helping to drive the economy. I would say that the first place to start is to research the companies that produce the products that you already use and love. A Google search will often lead you to a company's website where sustainability and other green efforts will be explained. Hint, If there isn't any information about this, they probably don't have such policies in place. Kristen Wong of the New York Times suggests that searching the term certified B corporations will result in a plethora of companies that pride themselves in running their companies with sustainability in the forefront of their missions. Visiting the EPA's carbon footprint calculator and plugging in some information will calculate your carbon footprint based on your daily activities and habits. Renee Cho of State of the Planet cites an IBM survey in 2020 that says 54% of people say they are willing to change their holiday habits. That's a lot of people. People can choose to shop secondhand, buy reusable products instead of disposable, and they can adopt a more minimalist lifestyle, to name a few more ideas. All of these steps, taken one at a time or all in conjunction, can help reduce and even reverse the consequences of overconsumption and unsustainability. The entire planet and the future quality of life will be preserved, and all will benefit from taking these small but impactful measures toward a more conscious approach to our role in the economic cycle. This talk is just the tip of the iceberg. What I have presented is a very broad look into what effects the products and services have on the environment and society. All consumer activity affects climate change. We are all held accountable for the decisions and choices that we make. The decisions we make in the present will impact the future. It is time to be proactive in our approach to sustainability. I hope that this moves you to action. If no action is taken, there will be more consequences. Eventually, there won't be a habitable planet for life to thrive. Think about celebrating a Christmas in the middle of a sweltering drought or food shortages because life cannot thrive. So, do your due diligence. Do your research. Be mindful and purposeful in your purchases. Remember, society needs to become more conscious consumers to preserve the planet and its future. There are many resources available to help everyone in their efforts to becoming conscious consumers. Like any new habit, it will eventually become second nature to ask these pertinent questions related to the products and services that we utilize. So, what questions will you ask yourself before your next purchase? Thank you very much.